Yo, there's a lot of stupid shit that goes on in male culture nowadays, but by far the worst is this misguided concept of the alpha male. We tend to associate the idea of the alpha male as the superior male, and we connect that with hypermasculinity, and that's not the case. Embodied masculinity is incredibly important, but it's the hypermasculinity, that's the toxic masculinity that you hear people talking about. If you consider yourself an alpha male, you're part of the problem. If you don't have a sense of honor, dignity, servitude, humility, then you're part of the problem. If you think literally anything Andrew Tate does is cool in any way, shape, or form, you're definitely a part of the problem. Hypermasculinity comes from not acknowledging a void that someone feels within themselves, something that makes them feel very emasculated or even feminine, and they don't want to look at it, so they act out to make up for it. But where did this concept of the alpha male come from? Well, it came from our symbiotic relationship with wolves. About 60,000 years ago, wolves realized that we ate the same foods as them, so they started intermingling with us, helping us hunt and keeping us protected in exchange for food. And a lot of anthropologists believe that it's actually our relationship with wolves that taught us a lot about our relationships with the people within our community. For example, the alpha wolf, it's actually more of like an alpha couple. It's basically the grandmother and grandfather of the pack. They're the oldest and the wisest and the most experienced, and they basically handle the more executive big decisions in the pack. But then you got the beta wolves, which are actually the warrior class of wolves. They make the first kill in a hunt, and they're the first line of defense when it comes to protecting the pack. They are the biggest and the strongest and most aggressive. But then you have more of like this nurturing class of wolves, and these are the real badasses. Their job is the upbringing of the cubs. They've actually been seen to use like the limbs of elk to throw them around and teach the cubs how to hunt. But what else do? They fight off bears from stealing the cubs. So imagine the job of your third grade teacher is to not only teach you, but to fight bears. My point is that there's multiple roles in a wolf pack, and they're all equally as important and equally powerful. If you truly want to be alpha, well, that comes with age, experience, humility, and wisdom. If you want to be beta, well, that comes with toughness, grit, and courage. But if you truly want to be a badass, start taking care of babies and fight bears.